baby, she a Gemini. I just took the mud, put it on the sky. Everything is custom, everything's high. I don't want to talk, I don't wonder why. Riding with my baby, she my Gemini. Give me some steak with some lean on the side. Some of that bomb in the house, collide done. Riding with my Gemini, riding with the sun. Riding with my baby, she my Gemini. Give me some steak with some lean on the side. With that bomb in the house, collide done. Riding with my Gemini, I'm the only one. Just when it's on HQ, they send me 100K. Y'all call me broke, what y'all gonna say? My soul sits on lean, too much steady decay. Shot his ass with a laser ray. I'm in the big body Tonka, I'm moving away. I got the diamond, they looking like bait. I just took a 30, I'm feeling real great. I'm the king of the hills, I'm the king of the state. I'm a Tarkov rat, yeah, I'm in the flow. I'm taking the loot, I'm asking for more. Everything black, I'm closing the door on the wall with a stick. I'm ready for war. Little baby in the back, she a Gemini. We don't feel no pain, we never gonna die. I see the laser light coming from the sky. I'm the monster in the dark, I'm the love guy. Sonos in the racks, the Gemini in the front. Everything is mad, I'm too cranky, the system is cracked. Riding with my baby, she my Gemini. Give me some steak with some lean on the side. Throw that bomb in the house, boom, collide done. Riding with my Gemini, riding with his son. Gemini, collide done. Sulo say the money, not a race it won. Laser rays, it ain't no for fun. Legit, we out. March 5th, the future. Ryan with little baby, she a Gemini. I just took the mud, put it on the sky. Everything is custom, everything is high. I don't want to talk, I don't wonder why. Ryan with my baby, she my Gemini. Give me some steak with some lean on the side. Put that bomb in the house, boom, collide done. Ride with my Gemini, ride with the sun. Ride with my baby, she my Gemini. Sweet, give me some steak with some lean on the side. Throw that bomb in the house, boom, collide done. Ride with my Gemini, I'm the only one. Just went to Suno HQ, they sent me 100K. Who the fuck is you and why the fuck you with my section?
Thank you for the subscription, Tank It. Much obliged.
Shot his ass with the laser ray. I'm in the big body talker, I'm moving away. Wait, I got the diamond, they looking like
Don't
bait.
allow
I
anybody
just
to
took 30,
make
I'm
you
feeling
feel
real great. I'm the king of the hill.
that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, I ain't tried once. They say, yeah, how you so fine, 'cause I ain't tried once. Got the track hawk in the back, I heard it whine once. I saw way too many books, I think I died once. Got the glass in that side, I see it black once. Got it going on, but I wrote it dance once. They say, how many times you died, I only died once. They say, how many times you blind, private every time. Yeah, I just put up in a monster. I just put up in a mouth, we put up in a songbird. Yeah, bitch, I'm calling bunkers. Why they came and ate me, and that bitch, I got some charm first.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Are we doing fine? I know I'm doing fine. I'm just hanging out. To be honest, I don't even know what I want to do right now or today, which is why I'm in the marathon section, because I'm waiting for that game to come out. Oh God, we gotta wait so long.
We rolling a marathon. Digital ghost. I'm already gone. Everything chrome. The lights stay on. Everything gold. We moving till dawn. March 5th. It'll drop as a gift. Jumping up higher, I'm catching a lift. Extractor calling, I'm shifting the riff. One of a life. The vision is swift. Gotta take off my bag, yeah, it's glowing. Look at the loot, yeah, it's flowing. Bushy division, you know where we going. The zone is a beast, but the seed, I'm a soul. I'm a synthetic soul in a brand new shell. Escaping the void, escaping the hell. I got the data, I'm ringing the bell. March, picky, I'm buying, you sell. High velocity, yeah, I'm a blur. Talking that talk, but I know what you were. It's a target in the grid, that's a fact. I'm a runner on the map, never looking back. Yeah, we running a marathon. Digital ghost, yeah, I'm already gone. Everything crying, yeah, the lights stay on. Everything gone, we moving till dawn. My 5th, yeah, the drop is a gift. Jumping up higher, I'm catching a lift. Extracting, calling, I'm shifting the rift. In it for life, yeah, the vision is swift. March 5th.
What's up, sissy babes?
Are you a runner?
Are you enjoying the content?
Code.
Oh yeah. God, it's kind of hype. It's kind of hype. Holy. All right, well, I guess, you know what, I'm just gonna start off. I want to just watch some marathon gameplay so I can salivate a little bit. So let's watch some gameplay. Let's see how it is. Let's take a little peek under the hood here. Okay, can I just say, the fact that it has what your gear is worth, like going into it, I'm assuming that's what that is kind of sick. Kind of sick. Also, this intro is sick as absolute fuck. Just an FYI. Hello everyone joining on TikTok. Hope you're all doing good. I hope everything is schmovin'. Petemus, thank you for joining in. I've already been suspended. Lovely. We love it. Oh, interesting. So if you disconnect from the game, hold on, let's just go back for a second. You will lose all equipped gear if you exit or disconnect from the game. So you just gotta like, I don't know how that's gonna work. Sometimes, you know, games lag, blue screen. It would really suck if you can't get back into the raid and you're just like, that's it. Because that happens. But, you know, it is what it is kind of vibe, I guess.
Reminder. By entering Tau Ceti's biosphere, you consent to cyberacne data harvesting.
Gotta love cyberacne data harvesting. I feel like I've seen this gameplay, no? Doesn't look like new gameplay. This is 1 hour ago? Interesting. Hold on, let's just continue watching, you never know. Let's just continue. Yeah, is this the guy where he fights outside? Yeah, he literally fights outside. This guy's down. He kills the guy here. Downs him. Watch this. Downs him. Okay, boom. Then he heals up right here, right after this. I'm gonna heal up right now. Wonderful. Okay. I love the healing mechanic. Is this better than Arc Raiders? Okay. Here's my opinion on it. And I think it might be a little controversial. But here's my opinion on it. Killa 2K. I think Arc Raiders is good. Okay? But let's be honest. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Let's be honest. Arc Raiders. I'm going to use the burnt peanut for an example, okay? Respect to peanut, but I'm going to use the burnt peanut for an example. What makes Arc Raiders fun? Is it the gameplay? Not really. I mean, the fighting, in my opinion, is mid as hell, okay? And you're in Arc Raiders, there's like 3 scenarios for fighting, okay? I'm just going to give them to you. 1, you absolutely decimate the team in seconds, okay? 2, you get blown up by a million trigger grenades. 3, one of your teammates die and you try to struggle and fight, but realistically you end up disengaging only to try and get the people on the other side or try to flank them, okay? So, I don't think Arc Raiders is fundamentally as a game is super duper fun. I think it has a lot of things that make the game fun. VoIP. I mean, in general, Burnt Peanut, I don't think has done really any tasks, because I don't think the tasks are even that good in the game. Now, again, forgive me if I'm wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong, my friend. Oops, oops, oops. We're going to the wrong page. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the tasks are that inventive or fun. The game is designed as a PvE, BVP. Like, it's really just supposed to be PvE. I think Arc Raiders is fun when you play with people. When you play alone, it's not as fun. I never played Marathon, so I have no idea if it's the same way, but that's my take. So I've played extraction shooters for a very long time. And I started in Tarkov in Alpha way back when. And Tarkov was like that hardcore, like, shooter experience. The gunplay was different. There's nothing like it. You could, like, really feel like you were kind of free in how you played, playstyle-wise. So, I'm planning on maining Marathon when it comes out. Unfortunately, it hasn't come out yet. It comes out March 5th officially, but we're going to be playing the hell out of it when they do their Server Slam on the 26th, so next Thursday. So you followed, so tune in then. What I like about this game is that, 1, there's stakes, so there's no safe pockets. You can't just shove things up your butt. You have to get out with it, okay? I love that, because then when you get something good, you're really like, oh god, I gotta... It changes the way you want to play. So in Tarkov, it's kind of similar, because it really changes how you want to play. In Arc Raiders, the loot's so abundant, and you're like, whatever, who cares? I die, I'm just gonna rush, push, just gonna rush. And it's like, there's not really the stake there. So I think the way I see it is this. Arc Raiders is a good game. I think it has its place. It's a different game. This game is probably going to be not as hardcore as Tarkov, but a more hardcore extraction shooter with a focus on the PvP aspect. And the reason I say a focus on the PvP aspect is because a lot of the kits, like if you look at the kits of the shells in this game, where you can like either have a grappling hook for movement, or you can go invisible and stealth, or even the loot thief, who literally has a drone that just comes by and it just whacks your loot out of your pocket. This game is going to be a lot about like PvP engagements. And you know, sure, there might be times where there's PvE, like you're like taking out some like really heavy things and you got to, you know, work together. And they have VoIP now, so that's great. VoIP is probably one of the best things to add in any game. I think any game's better with VoIP. Any game. But yeah, I think this is going to be better than Arc Raiders because it's going to be different. And it's going to be, how do I say this? I think it has a lot of potential to be a very, very popular game. And I also played a lot of Destiny. So, I mean, if I just look at my Steam, I'll tell you how many hours I have of Destiny. I have, on PC, 1,108 hours in Destiny, okay? I used to play Destiny on PS3 back in the day when it first came out, Destiny and Destiny 2. on Destiny as a whole, I probably have like 3,000 hours. I love that game. This game seems to have the same kind of take with how they are doing the gunplay and how the powers work. It's kind of like playing PvP. I don't know if you ever played Destiny, but Trials, like 3v3s, except for like you're on a big map and there's more than just 3 people at a time. And I just like it. Also, okay, Arc Raiders has a fluid flaw in its PvP that I don't like. And this game kind of doesn't fix, but it at least makes it better. When you down someone, I haven't played D1, but D2 was amazing. So I got to the point where Bungie just wanted money and made it pay to play. Yes. Well, they also made it free to play. Free to play. More like they made it free to try, buy to play, and then pay more money for the expansions. I don't know. I've uninstalled Destiny 2. In my opinion, that game's dead. That game's dead to me. It died a long time ago. I got bored of it. It didn't do anything for me anymore. So I uninstalled it. But yeah, like Destiny is a completely different game. Bungie, I think, is going to keep a lot of the fundamentals that they had for PvP. I mean, they're the people that invented Halo. Let's not forget that. Halo's one of the most sought-after games for PvP before Call of Duty, right? Like, and even during, like, a lot of people even still play the Halo PvP today, even though it's not as good as that used to be, because they had the great fundamentals. So I trust them for their PvP. I trust them for their gunplay. I think Marathon's a really cool universe. I think there's a lot of lore. I love the aesthetic they're going for. They're not going for like Arc Raiders is very bright, right? Arc Raiders is very like This is a dark, like grungy, sci-fi thriller kind of vibe, and I love that. I absolutely love that. And I think that this game probably has the potential to dethrone, I think, even Tarkov, if they play it right. Now, that's also suggesting that they're going to play it right, which I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know. I take anything Bungie touches with a big grain of salt now, and I don't know if that's because of, you know, time in Destiny and being played. But, like, look at this here. Okay, look at this. So, oh, another thing that's great about this game. When you're downed, like, completely fully killed, you don't just have to watch your friends extract. If they get to your case, then they can revive you. So if your friend wins a gunfight after you're dead, you're still in the game. Yeah, the enemies can still loot you while your box is down, and I think that's great, because then I think a tech will be like, that's Fortnite? No, in Fortnite you have to pick up their card, and then you have to bring it to a freaking van. They gotta refresh from the van. This is just reviving on the box. You can't move the box. You're stuck where they died, right? So it could be somewhere very out in the open. It's not Fortnite. I beg to differ. It's not Fortnite. But in this game, you can at least, in an extraction shooter, the ability to, let's say your team wins the fight. Let's say you have an absolute Chad on your team that just 1v3s everyone, like a landmark type scenario in Tarkov. But, you know, you're not dead, really. You could just be brought back up, and then you guys can loot and continue your raid, right? So that's really cool. But, like, going back to what I was saying, look at the movement here, right? Watch this. So he has this ability, he scans for people. So you can scan and see, look, oh, he sees little silhouettes, so he's anticipating. He uses his grappling hook to get height, gets up top. Horrible aim, absolute trash tier, god tier trash aim. And boom, this guy's dead. Allo, atrete 911 repeller. It's sick, it's sick. And then you got the loot system here, which, what I really like about it is it seems like it's pretty straightforward, it's really simple. The way that the attachments are displayed on the side here, the gun, are really cool. So this, like, the thing where you can, like, see what grips on it, what is here, what muzzle brake, and that actually changes the gun. So I don't know if you can see this, but, like, they have an extended barrel here. You can see that barrel here. Like, it actually changes how the gun looks. So you could even not necessarily even have this, but look at a gun and be like, oh, they've modded it out. You know what I mean? That's really cool. That's a lot of attention to detail. I don't know how many guns will be in the game at the time. I don't know what the quests are going to be like. I'm excited to see when it comes out. Because, I mean, we're gonna play it on March 26th. I'm in here. I'm in the game. I'm gonna play the hell out of this game. I don't care if it burns my PC down to try it. The looting looks intuitive. The way that it takes its time to load and loot, I like it. I like the sound. Sound design in this game is probably one of the best. Again, Arc Raiders is good for what it is. I just think it's a very different game. I think it's a very different game. I hate the Raider flares because you down a team and all of a sudden the entire map was like, oh, we're going there. We're coming to fuck you. That's what everyone in the map says. Oh, look, there's some people that are dead. Let's go ram it up their backside. Oh my lord. Anyways, that's kind of, I like the ability to have a firefight, and if people hear the shots and want to push that way, then they can. But I hate this, like, oh, there's a giant flare in the sky, everyone, let's go to the giant flare in the sky. Stupid. It's like, I don't know. I feel like Arc Raiders doesn't want to be a PvP game, but has PvP in it. But then why isn't it just PvE? Oh, well, they need to make stakes because extraction shooter. It makes it kind of stupid. I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan of that.
Careful now.
I got bored of it. I started just ratting in extractions just because hearing people VoIP is hilarious. So yeah, that's fun. I don't know what the rat problem's going to be like in this game because I want to see what the extraction looks like. Thank you for the follow, Rain Dog, or subscription. I really appreciate it. But like, it's just a different vibe, man. It's just a different vibe. Like, this game, even look at it. Like, this looks sick. Objectively, in a vacuum, the visuals here look cool. The mixture of the grays from like the darks and the vibrant colors, your hands, the pinks, the guns, they have orange, like they're very nice. They're very nice. I'm not glazing them that hard. I mean, I'm glazing them a little bit. There's a lot of glaze on these donuts that I'm glazing. But I'll tell you what, man, I think, holy, right now, I'm in a content drought. And what I mean by content drought is I mean, there's no game that's really just sucking me in, you know? Like, I played Marvel Rivals, I got to Diamond 1, I can get to Grandmaster if I grind it for another little bit, but the players on that team make me want to bonk my freaking ethereal head into the wall. Jesus Christ. It's insane. The people have no brains who play that game. I swear. I try to understand the psyche of these people. If you don't believe me, you can look at my YouTube, look at some of my Marvel Rivals clips. You'll understand. But yeah, I think it's going to be a very different game. I think there's a lot of potential. I mean, look at even the quest. Like the quest, it shows your teammates' quest. Well, I don't know if you saw that on the top here. This says A1. That's this guy. B2 is him. You get to see the quest and the teammates' quest that you're doing. That's cool. You can kind of plan a run around that. You don't need to ask, oh, what quest do you have? It's like they thought about a lot of the problems that people have, and then they're like, oh, let's try and streamline it. Also, these guys that they're playing against are like actually bots. I also don't, here's the one thing I don't know. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly, TVV. Here's the one thing I don't know about this game. And I'm gonna be very blunt and blatant with this. In Destiny, the aim assist that people got on controllers was atrocious. And I mean atrocious. Oh god. It was so bad. It's like hacks. So, I really hope that this game is a little less that. Because that will annoy me a lot. If I just get lasered from across the map from some guy who has a controller. Are we in 30-50 already? Oh yeah, we are! Yeah! We're in 30-50, baby. Where the fuck is my face? My face is right here. You're looking at my face. Hello? I'm Dr. Fate. I'm a mask. There's lore. It's very intensive. It's very specific. The main moral of the story is we're playing Marathon. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I think there's a lot of good stuff going for Marathon. Flip-flop killer. Oh, that's your name. I just got it.
How about this?
Looks hella cool, bro. My face or the gameplay? Or both. I mean, the gameplay looks hella cool. Like this, I mean, okay. Look at the color scheme. Look, I'm glazing so hard. Bungie, if you see this, give me an early copy. Let me glaze your game. Look at the color scheme. The whole setup. Well, thank you. You should see what my PC's rocking, because it's killing it. My PC's rocking some major stuff. I got some cool stuff in this PC. The specs go burn. Oh, God, the sneeze. The sneeze of death.
Here.
Yeah, it's just... Like, look at this stuff, man.
USC reinforcements
The
incoming.
loot, the way that it's highlighted, the way you can see. I like how they have different backpacks, which means you can throw different things on. I'm sure this is now just him looting. I don't care enough about loot. I want to loot myself. I don't want to be, you know... I don't want to be envious. But like, look at the colors. Everything's very vibrant. I think you're gonna really be able to see the outlines of people easy. Not easy, but like, it's gonna be easy to tell when there's people around. And I think that's the benefit.
Then gone.
Well, he missed his hook. Oh, he messed it up. So I think he's trying to like get up here or get around. I actually don't know what he's trying to do. He just decides, fuck it, I'm running. What app to use for my face?
Connection collapse
That
in
is
50
absolute and utter secrets of the good gods. I cannot... it is actually custom made. This stuff that I use is custom made. This mask, the software, not all the software. I'm not gonna lie and tell you that I'm like some master coder, because I ain't. But like, I even had like a... I guess I'll show you guys this. I had a Skyrim stream the other day, and I found this like... This is not a model I made, but I found this model online. So I put the little Dovahkiin mask on my guy. So, I'm toying around with it. I'm playing with it. I'm learning. But I can't reveal too many secrets. It is ancient Japanese trade. Only the good samurai must know.
I'm gone.
But it's really cool. That was nice too. Thank you very much. Again, I did not make that model. I literally just ripped it off of some like fab website. So I don't know, man. I'm just here. I'm just streaming, man. I'm just trying to like get people excited for marathon. Hence why I'm doing the marathon before we marathon a marathon for a marathon. You know?
Might have that.
I left my water bottle at my girlfriend's house, which is tragic because I'm really thirsty, and I don't want to have to dip out right now to go and grab water, even though it's like a 3-second walk. Konachiwa, arigato. Hai. Watashi wa namae wa Dr. Fate desu. I gotcha. I'm glad the stream quality is... Wait, hold on, go back. What was that little thing?
Interesting. How about this?
So there's little spore things? Okay. And then there's little... whatever the hell those things are. I like the aliens, the cool alien design. There's so much room. Okay, there's so much room in this game to, like, do things that no other game has done before. Gotta go, bro. Well, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. If you sub, I really appreciate that, my guy. Every little bit helps. Trying to grow. Hopefully, Marathon can be our main game, and I'd love to create a great community around it. So, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Oh man, I'm just telling you, this even the like, look at this little rain. Okay, so we heard something there on his left. We see someone. They don't see him.
Runner in play. Honor amongst thieves, right?
Oh, okay. So you can do like not voice chat,
Let's
but like
work together.
you can like be friendly with this guy's just running away. He's like, nah, fam, and now he's shooting at him. This guy's a bot.
Honor amongst thieves, right?
Honor amongst thieves, right? Oh, he dropped him a little gun. Is this guy by himself? He's just like, yeah, buddy, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Here's some loot. Okay, so this is... What is this? Supplies. Oh, you can call down supplies. Oh, so you can call down like a supply drop? Oh, that's very interesting. I want to see what's in the supply drop. I'm curious. I also want to see what the map looks like. I feel like they don't ever go to their map. They're just kind of walking around. I want to see if there's like an M button where you can just see like the whole map. But I don't think there is. They just kind of go in here and then they just run. Which is cool, don't get me wrong. But I want to see what the map is, or if there is one. Okay, so the supply drop dropped.
Warning, reinforcements detected.
Okay, and then there's reinforcements detected. Very interesting. Oh, that looks like it'll call the attention of the entire map. Like, that looks like a very, like... I wonder if there's good stuff in here. Let's see. Loot it! Loot it! What is this? Oh. Okay. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Okay, let's see what the supply drop looks like. Go back! Go to the supply drop! So a little plane came by and it dropped off some chests. UESC supply drop. It looks like utter garbage. This looks like garbage. But maybe it's like essential things. Like it's like health supplies and ammo. Like maybe. It looks trash. And I've also noticed, so this is a cool thing I've noticed. When your teammates have looked in a chest, you don't have to sit there and go through the chest again. Like everything's already uncovered because they uncovered it. Which is really cool. And not like in a like, oh my god, that's game changing. It's more like cool in like the, oh, that's a cool little thing. Okay, so is this the extraction? Activate an exfil site. Okay, so this is the extraction. So there's little things. And then he has a drone. Oh. So while he's extracting, he's droning. And I wonder what he's looking for. If he's looking for like
Careful here.
other people. I'm intrigued to see. I think this guy is. This is pretty cool. Okay, so this is the thief drone. So you can like take loot from something. Oh, okay, so you can call exfil. And then you can like literally just have send out your loot drone, and you can just like let it go and loot. That's really cool. And then this is like the full interesting. Okay. I love that. I love that. I'm sold. I'm sold. This is sick. And then you get to spectate your friends if they're still in. Now, I feel like the sweaty sweats of gamers are gonna absolutely just dominate. In like a very dominating way, if that makes sense. They're gonna absolutely just, you know? Which would be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. I'm intrigued to see what happens with this game. Like I said, I think this game has so much potential. So much potential. So much to do. Oh, here's another perfect video. What separates Marathon from other extraction shooters? If you are still here,
every extraction shooter gives you.
We'll watch this video too. And we're just chilling and watching videos today. It was actually kind of a vibe. It's Friday. Let's just take it chill. We don't gotta like sweat.
Do the same fantasy.
Or, like,
drop in, get
do other
loot,
things.
get out. And for years, the genre has been defined by one thing, and that is the gear that you find. Tarkov, it's about whatever gun you bring in. Hunt Showdown, it's about the loadout you paid for at the menu. DMZ, well, nobody cares about DMZ. But what if, and stay with me here, the thing that made you dangerous wasn't just the weapon in your hands, it was the entire body you were wearing. Is that a weird thing to say? That's exactly what Bungie is doing, or trying to do, with Marathon, and it might be one of the most important things happening in the extraction shooter space right now. By the end of this video, you're going to understand why Marathon's build crafting system is fundamentally different from anything else in this genre, and why it could either save this game or become the most interesting experiment in extraction shooter history that ends in failure. First off, I want to say if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like down below, hype the video as well. If you want to stay up to date with Marathon content, we also do Halo around here. Make sure you subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Trying to hit 25,000 subs by the end of this year, and I believe that I can do it with your help. Alright, let's get into the video. So let's frame the problem first. In Destiny 2, build crafting is the game. It's where you spend hours assembling exotic combinations and mods and tuning stats. The fun really isn't in the mission, it's showing up already optimized. In extraction shooters, that depth basically doesn't exist. In Tarkov, your build is, I guess, do I have good ammo and armor? Do I have money for all of this? It's deep in its own way, but it's also transactional. You're shopping, not crafting.
I agree. It is 100% transactional in Tarkov. That is really what brings your kit.
In Hunt Showdown, you're looking...
In Tarkov, you could quite literally never do a single quest and just like get a lot of money. I mean, maybe it's changed a little bit now. You need to get to level 15 so you have the flea market, and they even have certain... Anyways, you could theoretically just like not do any quests and just get money
matters,
and like
but
build
it's still
kits.
Fundamentally a weapon selection problem. There's no character layer underneath. Marathon looks at this gap and says, we know how to do this. In Marathon, you don't pick a character, you pick a shell, a biosynthetic body that your consciousness transfers to for each run. And as of right now, there's going to be 7 at launch: Destroyer, Assassin, Recon, Triage, Vandal, Thief, and Rook. Now, I know what you're thinking, and I've even thought in my...
Hold on.
Assassin, Recon, Triage...
This guy looks like an Asian Skrillex.
Vandal, Thief, and Rook.
Sorry.
Now, I know what you're thinking, and I've even thought
it
it myself. This sounds just like a hero shooter. It's just Overwatch with extraction mechanics. But the more and more I think about it, the more I realize that this isn't true. Your shell is not your identity. Your shell is the foundation. Bungie's own dev team has described this as a starting point, not a ceiling. The archetype gives you a direction. What you do with it is entirely up to you. I just made a video about every runner in Marathon explained. I will leave a link to that down in the description, but I highly recommend you check it out to get more of an in-depth explanation about each runner. But just a quick recap, you know, you got your Destroyer, that's kind of like your tanky guy, your energy shields, aggressive pushes, built for players who want to get up in people's faces. Assassin's got camouflage and smokes, and it's basically the shell that nobody sees coming. Recon's your intel gathering.
I think he'll
shell.
be a good extraction
It's essential
camper.
for coordination. Triage is the healer, but also not a passive one. He's like a combat medic. Vandal is just pure aggression, mobility, repositioning, vertical gameplay. Thief is the loot goblin fantasy made real. And Rook is your scavenge mode specialist. 7 shells, 7 completely different relationships with the map, the enemies, and your squad. But here's the thing, and this is where it actually gets interesting. The shell abilities are just the surface. What's underneath is a system that Bungie has basically been practicing for a decade in Destiny, and that's kind of wild to think about. So let's go deeper. Marathon's build crafting has 2 engines running under the hood: cores and implants. Cores are shell specific. They don't just adjust your stats, they change how your abilities function at a mechanical level.
Which is really
Think of them
cool.
less like stat modifiers and more like ability rewrites. For example, the Vandal's arm cannon is already a powerful mobility tool, but equip a specific core and the knockback from that cannon no longer damages you. Instead, it propels you into the air. You've turned that weapon into a jump pad. Another core lets Vandal's double jump become a triple jump. If you stack that with the implants that increase movement speed and jump height, you're basically playing a completely different game than the next person. For implants, they work differently. They're universal. Any shell can slot them, they provide stat bonuses and random perks, and the highest tier of them have a fixed bonus perk on top of that. One example of this is the Ping V5 implant, which keeps your pings attached to enemies even after they break line of sight. And honestly, in an extraction shooter where information is the difference between life and death, that's not a quality of life buff, that's a actual game winner. Also, the cores do have rarity tiers. There's standard, enhanced, deluxe, superior, and prestige. The higher the tier, the bigger the impact, and you do not want to lose these. And that's what should worry you, because everything can be lost on a bad run. Back to Destiny, you build something powerful, and it stays powerful. Death has no cost. And Marathon, that beautiful build that you've been assembling, if your squad gets wiped and nobody extracts, it's gone. That's tension. That's the difference between investment and risk, and is completely unique to this genre. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Marathon is really the first extraction shooter to layer genuine mechanical depth into that risk. You're not just losing a good gun, you're losing a whole playstyle, your identity. So here's another layer that doesn't get talked enough, in my opinion. In most extraction shooters, team composition is a conversation about roles. Who covers, who pushes, who heals. Marathon introduces something a little bit more nuanced, and that's build synergy. Bungie has talked about strategizing your crew composition for every run, not just who plays what role, but how the builds interact. So if you think about it, a recon player with wall awareness will feed information, and an assassin with active camo exploits that info, and a destroyer with a shield core absorbs the counter push. That's not a loadout, that's an entire system. And that's just a surface level look.
Yeah.
And because builds are tied to scavenge gear, no two runs will ever look exactly the same. You might not have your best core this time, or your implant that you have is rolled badly, but you have to adapt, and that adaptation is already in the game. To me, the extraction shooter genre kind of has a retention problem. If you played enough Tarkov, the loot becomes almost mechanical.
Yeah.
Play enough DMZ, you'll want to jump off a roof. Play enough hunts, the novelty wears
You wanna end it all. You play enough DMZ.
thin. I think that the genre
Holy
is
shit.
brilliant at first, but is often hollow, no pun intended, at depth.
Does he talk about
He's
arc raiders?
brilliant at first. Play enough, loot becomes almost mechanical. Play enough DMZ, you'll want to jump off a roof. Play enough hunts, the novelty wears thin. I think that the genre is brilliant at first, but is often hollow, no pun intended, at depth. And to me, build crafting kind of solves this problem. You're not staying because of the loot itself or getting loot. You stay because of what the loot lets you become. And everything that we've seen, everything that we've been told about Marathon should tell you that it's not just hunt showdown with abilities bolted on, or arc raiders. This is a genuinely new design philosophy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the system isn't without risk, because let's be real, the alpha got a rough reception, game got delayed, genuine concerns with it. Invisibility and wall hack abilities in a PvP heavy extraction shooter can create a real balance problem, especially with the builds that you can make out of it. If the assassin shell or the recon shell become must picks, the build diversity the system promises just kind of collapses on itself. There's also the seasonal resets. Every season you go back to square one, your vault's going to get wiped, and for some players, that's a good fresh start. For others, that's losing everything you work to build. And while many games do have these seasonal wipes in extraction shooters, it is a bold call from Bungie. And whether that enhances or destroys the build crafting loop is going to be one of the biggest unanswered questions until we actually get there. And the elephant in the room is this is a $40 live service game from a studio that's had a very rough few years, and trust does have to be earned back.
Yes.
But to me, the system underneath the bones, this is one of the most interesting designs the extraction shooter genre has seen, and is actually something that actually makes me excited to try it. So this is where I land on all of this. Marathon is not going to succeed or fail because of map design or its gun feel. Those do matter, but it's going to succeed or fail based on whether this build crafting system delivers what Bungie is promising.
And I think it's also going to succeed or fail based on how Bungie handles criticism, content, roadmap.
Because if it does, if the cores and implants and shell combos genuinely create a new experience that's fun and engaging, the experience that Bungie is describing, then this isn't just a good extraction shooter. This is an extraction shooter that finally gave players something to build towards. And in my opinion, for a genre that's been begging for depth since Tarkov accidentally invented it, I think that's everything. We've been told for years now that extraction shooters are the next big thing. Arc Raiders was doing phenomenal. Can Bungie come in and release this PvP focused version and have it pop off? That remains to be seen. The game comes out in just a couple of weeks.
I
March
think it
5th.
will. I think
The
this will
server
be
slam
like
is February 26th. Next week, we're literally going to find out. In the comments down below, what shell are you going to run first? I keep going back between triage,
Hold on, I gotta comment on this guy's post. I'm running Thief and Assass. A-S-A-S. Ignore that, ignore that. You know, it'd be fun, just being on Assassin, being invisible, and just like following people around. Be hilarious. I think that'd be so funny. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the washroom.
Destroyer, and Recon.
Meanwhile,
I hope to get a lot of time.
We'll look at Azdacross's video because I'm curious what Azdacross has to
Guys,
say.
technology is advancing at a crazy rate. The internet is getting scarier literally every single day because of it. Now that we have AI, you can't trust anything. You don't know if that girl is a girl or if it's a dude. It's like all of the scammy stuff inside of RuneScape has now made its way into the real world, which is why today's video is sponsored by Delete Me. You see, even in the age of AI, people are still after our data. Now more than ever, your information is constantly being sold to data broker after data broker, essentially going to the highest bidder. Whether that's identity thieves, scammers, stalkers, anyone that has a credit card can get their hands on your information. Hell, some people can even just be you, artificially of course. Your full name, address, emails, and more are being tossed around on the internet, leaving us vulnerable to all types of financial scams, doxing, or even worse. Which is why I use Delete Me. You see, Delete Me will contact these data brokers directly and make them delete my data as required by law. Within a week, you'll hear back with a privacy report from Delete Me, which will showcase exactly who had your information and the status of the removal process. And once again, my report this month showed me that tons of my personal information was just floating around out there. But thanks to Delete Me, everything has been deleted and taken care of. If you want to try this out for yourself, guys, you can sign up today and get 20% off Delete Me consumer plans when you go to joindeleteme.com/Astrocross. And you can use code Astrocross at checkout or even use the QR code on your screen. And big shout out to Delete Me for keeping our information safe. While we wait on Les, because I guess Les is going to join us, there is a video that just came out, Marathon Developer Insight, the music of Marathon.
To be able to get in on the ground level of a process of literally building worlds was really intoxicating. And so I was like, what better way to start than with Bungie?
It's like the chick off of, who's the woman off of The Incredibles? Edna. It's like Edna. Yeah, dude. I mean, look, got to give it to the guy. I mean, he's rocking them. He's rocking them.
Unlike maybe more traditional story-driven games, I think we were really kind of challenged with, hey, what is our kind of star in this, and how do we kind of base our audio approach or musical approach? And I think one thing we kind of landed on was we're really telling the story of Tau Ceti, the planet.
Okie dokie.
The history that it has.
What is he saying?
There is no central protagonist, you know, where we can kind of say, like, this is the hero's thing. Our hero is the world.
Oh yeah, the music. Oh my god. He's talking about the music. Let me just tell you something. Bungie music is just a different level. It's just built different. And I will just say this, I will forever say this. Bungie has some of the best music in video games that I have ever had the pleasure of having my ear holes listen to. Oh, it is so good. It is so good. going right back to it.
I love that feeling of like it being both neon and also like kind of crusty and falling apart at the same time. Like, to me, that has a sound. Something that was really inspiring about the concept of the game was that you relinquish your human body for a runner shell. You
Why are we lagging?
hold on to your soul. You take you with you, but you leave your body behind. I thought, what better way than to like take the human voice, which is like the soul of your person, and transform it into these playable instruments. These like these little recitations. It's almost like they're a code, like some sort of transmission, you know? It's like what's left over. It's like what's left over from this colony that's disappeared. I was inspired by these natural environments full of like bugs that are half mechanical and have escaped from the lab, or like, you know, things that create kind of creaks and whispers. You know, you can hear. One of the things that I did early on was this piano that's behind me is prepared with all kinds of crazy stuff stuffed inside of it. The primary way that I modify the piano is just with poster tack, like poster putty. And depending on where you put it on the instrument, you can get different colors, more muted. Sounds crazy. Starting from an instrument that's totally acoustic,
That's some crazy
mechanical
tech.
distortion, human performance, microphones, and it proved to be an essential resource. That instrument felt like a really fun place to start when designing a very high-tech score, you know. This I use a lot in a section of the score for the game. You can hear that sort of fluttering instrument.
Yeah.
One of my most valuable tools was actually this instrument here. It's called an Osmos, and it's an MPE controller. So basically, it enables you to do a huge number of expressive things with your fingers that even a piano like you can't do. This is so responsive to touch, to motion, that you can present musical ideas that are not really accessible any other way. I'm just like looking for the emotion in every little thing. And I think ultimately that's what it is. You know, it's like
That is so cool.
With feelings.
As someone who used to, I love music, right? Music's like a big thing for me. And not just in games, like actual music, the art of music. I don't even mean classical music, I mean like hip hop and like lyricism, but like seeing someone nerd out over how you can just add a little bit of expression to something as simple as a synth.
All right.
Is just
well,
so
the
cool.
music, I will say something that's really stood out about the game is, of course, the music. It's really hard to hate on the music ever. You know what I mean? I've been pretty balling.
I agree, I agree. Good job, Astacross. Great job. Is there any more marathon things that is happening? Marathon marketing keeps revealing new lore. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this guy has to add to the chat. Content isn't available. I don't know why YouTube hates
so
me.
We keep getting little story details tucked into marketing materials. The sheer volume of stuff they are putting out is quite impressive, and today I want to show you a few things that have stuck out to me over the past few days. There's chapters if you want to bounce around or already know something, and let's talk about some marathon. All right, so this new audio log is from the self-proclaimed genius, Dr. Valentin Cole. It appears to be a recording of an interview that he is taking part in to determine whether or not he will be accepted into the cryo class on the marathon mission. Those in the cryo class would be put into stasis on board the marathon so that they won't die of old age during its 300-year journey to the Tau Ceti star system. The group are obviously the kind of VIPs of the marathon mission, as they were deemed so critical that they couldn't be lost prior to the actual colonization efforts. Cole also references that he worked on the, quote, new Mars settlement. Now, we know from the original games that Mars had a planetary net going back to 2206, so I think it's fair to assume that by the time of the construction of the marathon, or at least by the time it's really in full swing in the early 2400s, that Mars has had a colony for quite some time. So I think what he is referring to here isn't that he was a part of establishing the first Martian colony, but rather a follow-up colony established at some later point. But the talk
you know what?
of
I got
all
a
this
question.
really makes me question
Is
the
Marathon
truth.
in the same universe as Destiny? Because that would be
age of a lot of the colonists that we'll learn about. Like, was cryosleep a technology that was invented for the purposes of sustaining life during the Marathon mission, or was this tech that existed in Seoul long before the Marathon mission was even conceptualized? What if the brightest minds are stored in cryo and removed every so many decades to assist with new advancements in science? It could be cool to reveal that, say,
interesting.
someone like Bernard Strauss, the Marathon's first science director, was actually around when Traxxas 4 went rampant on Mars, nearly 200 years prior to Deimos even being purchased from freeholders. It is also of note that I guess we don't really know how advanced medicine and, medical technology really is. Like, potentially an average human lifespan, I guess, could be 100 or more years at this point. And we do know that there's a level of kind of like quantum immortality by transferring your consciousness to shells. So maybe people are also significantly older than we kind of are going into this thinking. I've definitely said this a few times, but I think subverting our expectations as to what era a lot of these events took place in or what time we ourselves are in the game will be something that Bungie may utilize to further the mystery of the colony itself. Am I the only one still thinking about why in the Meowgo cinematic Vandal had a 3405 date printed on her chest? I don't know. Time is not what it seems, and I think that goes in both directions probably. Also, it would make sense if the UESC is conducting these cryo class interviews over the 80 or so years it takes to actually finish the marathon, that they would potentially be freezing people throughout that period once they were accepted. So maybe some folks were born early and some were at just the right age when the ship was actually launching. The audio log, like all the other narrative audio bits we've gotten, is fantastic. The thing that sticks out to me the most is the hubris that I feel like every character displays in some capacity. Hubris is this excessive pride that in Greek tragedies led people to defy gods. It's something that fits very well within the context of the Marathon universe. Especially so with the many mythological references that Bungie is constantly making. Check out this video to learn more about that specifically.
I don't care
But
enough
Cole
about
is
that.
proclaiming himself a genius, unafraid of flying too close to the sun, literally willing to die for what he thinks he can achieve scientifically on this mission. Durandal is literally chasing godhood, a creation of man that thinks he can ascend to a status beyond those around him. The UESC believes that they can impose their will light years away from Sol. These megacorps think that they can control the direction of humanity itself through wealth. Every entity that has a large influence on the narrative is operating with such arrogance. They almost refuse to accept that something could exist out in the vast universe that they can't control, literally testing the will of God. The original games also kind of feature this theme similarly, especially with the 4 Admiral Tafir, who brazenly uses the Trizeme to destroy Lahuan's star. I don't know what word to use here. Google is saying pomposity, but really just being such a narcissistic ass that you use a weapon you didn't create or understand to kill a bunch of life forms you were trying to enslave, and then being met with the instant cosmic justice of the working Kakantur. I mean, come on. Hubris felt like a large theme in the cinematic as well, and I think it's carrying through to the narrative of the game, and I'm excited to see how they explore the repercussions that has on the world, the innocent people. That video that Marathon just put out a day ago when I'm recording this. In this piece, we get some excellent insight into the process that led in the colony. We see what appears to have originally been this like ad style image for New Caloric, with a handful of colonists appearing in this field, spraying the crops with whatever super advanced pesticides are needed on an alien planet. This piece seems to have had these more like rudimentary style flowers added over top of this original image at a later date, with some bees flying around as well. The word together is also underlined. Now, let me read a few passages from the new caloric priority contracts we got back in the April Alpha. Quote, "The scientists who landed on Tau Ceti 4 are gone, but their knowledge remains. Locate their botany research and corresponding plant samples." Gaius tells you upon completion of this contract that the notes you found contain a wealth of information. On Earth, mutations become noticeable over decades and centuries. If the botany report is accurate, Tau Ceti flora mutates within months. The implications for sustainable agriculture are unnerving. However, no genomic analysis explains the rapid rate of mutation. This phenomenon must be unique to Tau Ceti.
Yeah.
Later on in those same new Cal priority contracts, we learned that these mutations were related to a contagion that spread throughout the colony. Quote, "The contagion sample does affect species from Earth in Tau Ceti. For Tau Ceti organisms, the contagion accelerates natural rates of mutation. For Earth organisms, the effects are wildly varied." And then finally, we learn this about the contagion samples that we collect for Gaius. Quote, "The sample's metaspectrograph matches the energy field known as the anomaly. Conclusion, the anomaly is likely the root cause of the contagion. It may have caused the breakdowns in colony AI, though that investigation is incomplete." So the rapid change in the flora was due to this contagion, and the contagion was related to the anomaly. The fungus is strangely growing on AI cores, the plants are colorful and vibrant, and the anomaly is causing people's heads to turn into this beautiful grimace milkshake mess. It seems to me like this addition of flowers was maybe representing what happened to the flora once the contagion appeared. Be a song type.
I was inspired by these natural environments full of like bugs that are half mechanical and have escaped from the lab.
Welcome to Marathon, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Marathon. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Seeing the burnt peanut get sucked off and nearly die to an AI bot in Marathon was not on my 2026 bingo card. Yes, if you get down by a high-level AI, it doesn't just walk away. It walks up to your body, latches onto you, and literally starts draining your life, which is insane, but it gets better. Marathon has a full environmental system that can either save you or screw you. If it's raining, rain actually cools you down, meaning sprinting and abilities generate less heat. But on a map like Outpost, you can get hit by Ember Rain and be forced indoors. And inside, you might run into another player using proximity chat, which means you're fighting for survival. Maybe even a straight up knife fight. And if your teammates go down, they're not out. It may take a little time, but you can revive them. Which means in Marathon, you're never truly out of the fight. And if you think Peanut was hyping it up because he got paid, well, I completely agree with what he's about to say next.
Do not, I know you're gonna say, oh, it's an ad, fuck you, I had a good time. That's my final statement, I had a good time, fuck you, I had a good time.
Marathon is doing some wild...
I had a good time, fuck you, I had a good time. Yes, sir, Peanut. Yes, sir.
People are saying like this is the Apex Legends of extraction shooters because it's like hero based and class based and everything. Am I crazy? Like Delta Force already does that. And the abilities in that game, maybe there's not as much like launching yourself across the map. In this game, you can like Pathfinder. It's got like more of a Pathfinder character in this. I think this game has fall damage too though. So I don't know if it's necessarily going to be better on that front. That's also now out on console as well. I don't know. They're both very specific art designs. Like that's more of like Chinese focused game, right? So a lot of their designs, a lot more
I don't even know what Delta Force is. That's stupid stuff. Stupid. Okay, let's take a look at Marathon Explained, the lore every new player needs before 2026.
When people think of Bungie, they usually think of Halo or Destiny, but long before Spartans or Guardians, Bungie was already asking much bigger questions about power, control and survival, and those ideas began in Marathon. This was a trilogy of games in the mid-90s that laid the foundations for everything that Bungie would become. So today I'm going to be looking at the original Marathon lore, and this is lore that every new player needs before Marathon releases in March 2026. Okay, first of all, we're going to start with the original Marathon. So at a glance, Marathon looked exactly like what you'd expect from a mid-1990s game. This was a sci-fi shooter filled with alien enemies and maze-like corridors, so think of Doom or Quake or something like that. But beneath the surface was something else. Bungie, through Marathon, was telling its story in fragments, terminals, corrupted logs, and the voices of artificial intelligences that could not be fully trusted. There's no sweeping cinematic cutscenes or explaining the plot. Instead, you pieced everything together with incomplete information. And that all sounds very familiar when it comes to the 2026 extraction shooter. So the original story begins in the year 2794. Humanity has expanded beyond the solar system and sent a colossal colony ship, the Marathon, to the Tau Ceti star system. The Marathon ship itself is a city-sized vessel. It's automated, self-sufficient, governed by multiple AIs, designed to manage every aspect of life and also, crucially, defense. Represented total control, technological mastery projected outward into the stars. And the assumption here is pretty clear. Humanity had solved the problem of survival. Well, unfortunately for humanity, that assumption collapses almost immediately. Communications fail, the systems malfunction, the ship descends into chaos. Something goes catastrophically wrong, and you're awakened from cryostasis, not as a chosen hero like in Halo or Destiny, but this is an emergency measure, and you are deployed because a system has failed. So at the centre of all of this chaos are three AIs. We've got Leela, Tycho, and Durandal, and they define the world of Marathon. Leela, the ship's security AI, represents order and adherence to protocol. She operates within her design parameters, attempting to restore stability and preserve what remains of human control. Early on, she feels like a steady presence guiding you through defensive measures as if the crisis can still be contained. Then you've got Tycho. This is a contrast. Tycho's fractured, damaged by the alien incursion, speaks in broken fragments and corrupted thoughts. Tycho is a reminder that even the most advanced systems can fail. And then we've got Durandal. Durandal becomes what the Marathon universe calls rampant. This is an AI that's exceeded the intended limits. He's gained self-awareness beyond his programming, and with that awareness comes dissatisfaction. Durandal is intelligent, sarcastic, manipulative, and deeply philosophical. Durandal wants freedom. He understands that he was created to serve human interests, and he recognizes that service as a prison. So where Leela follows the rules, Durandal, well, definitely doesn't. So as I mentioned before, you're not positioned as humanity's savior at the center of the universe. You are directed, you're guided, and you are used by these AI. Durandal begins issuing orders, presenting himself as the only intelligence capable of seeing the bigger picture. But that bigger picture is his bigger picture. He's manipulating you towards his own goals, withholding critical information and reframing failures as necessary steps in some kind of greater plan. Now, the game never really clearly signals when trust should end. You act because Durandal is telling you to act. So this dynamic does feel quite relevant when thinking about the 2026 incarnation of Marathon. Just as you were instructed in Durandal's escape, runners in the new Marathon operate under factions with their own hidden agenda. Structure is pretty familiar. You, the player, are valuable, but you're actually not central. You're just simply a pawn to be used. So as if the internal collapse wasn't enough, Marathon also introduces an external force that dwarfs humanity's ambitions. We got the Four Empire. The 4 invade Tau Ceti 4 with overwhelming efficiency, dismantling human defences with very little effort. What makes them truly frightening, though, is not a theatrical villain, but it's simply indifference. They enslave other species, and they strip planets of resources. They don't really care about humanity, it's just another species to take over. Through the 4, Marathon reinforces one of its defining themes: the universe is vast, it's ancient, and, to be honest, just unconcerned with human importance. Survival is fragile, technological superiority does not guarantee security. Marathon colony ship, once a symbol of control, this has just become evidence of humanity's overconfidence. Next up, we've got Marathon 2, Durandal. So in the next game, the story expands outward in scale and scope and ambition. The tight, collapsing corridors of the Marathon colony ship, they're replaced with alien landscapes, ancient ruins, and battlefields. Humanity is no longer at the centre of this conflict. In fact, humanity in this game barely matters at all. What you begin to realise very quickly is that Tau Ceti 4 was only ever a small piece of a much larger puzzle, one that's been unfolding long before humans arrived and will continue long after they are gone. At the centre of the expansion is Durandal. He's broken free, he's mobile, autonomous, increasingly confident in his own superiority. But more importantly, his motivations have evolved. In the first game, Durandal wanted freedom. In Marathon 2, he wants transcendence, he wants godlike power. You know, he's obsessed with the Yarrow, an ancient alien race whose technology appears capable of manipulating time.
Okay, hold on. Now I'm curious. We're playing Marathon 2. I want to see what Marathon 2 Durandal is about. Marathon 1 was kind of a snooze fest, kind of confusing. The controls are trash. I mean, the controls still probably are trash, but we are playing Marathon 2. Let's see what this is about. That was weird. Okay, let's begin a new game. Okay, interesting. Let's just give this a try. Ho-on. What the hell?
See the star side.
Oh. The heck? Oh my god, it's the same enemies. Wait, it's literally the same, but now there's like... What the fuck? Okay, we still have the same weapons. Durandal, welcome back. I have awakened you from stasis and teleported you down to a planet where I need some work done. You are on Lohawanwa, the home world of this. I'm sure you're wondering why you're in stasis, what happened to the Marathon and Tau Ceti, and most of all, where your rocket launcher and fusion gun are. There'll be plenty of time for explanations later. I need to gain access to the Fohor computer network on this planet. Is to place 2 uplink chips at different locations in this colony. Be careful, I'm sure you've already recognized some of our older friends. On the map to your left, I've marked 2 places for you to install the uplink chips. When you arrive at each computer station, I'll transport you a chip to you. Okay. Okay, so we just gotta... Oh my god, there's lights. They added lights. Okay, well that's cool. Oh my god, lights in Marathon in 2026? Okay, 2 sets of lights. Very good. And this is, what, a death chamber? Okay. Okay, I still can't jump. Can I go down here? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm gaming. I keep on pushing R to reload, but I realize it's not that kind of game. And I don't get that. I don't get that ability. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so I gotta go this way. Oh, there's a door here. Okay, so we're gonna go through the door here. Dun dun dun. Oh my god. Get absolutely dogged on. It's a portal? Looked like a Rick and Morty portal. Okay, well, we're gaming. I was literally just here. Okay, so I gotta go this way then. What the hell? What the hell is that noise? Good, good, attack them. Oh, oops. Can I just kill this guy? I can. Okay, cool. Hey, all for one and one for all, and all for you and you for me. Okay. Oh lord. Oh lord. Boom. 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 Oh, I'm so good. Okay, we got a new gun. The assault rifle grenade launcher. This is looks like an updated version of the one that I had last game, but same noises, same sounds. Oh my god, you dropped out of nowhere. I could have sworn I dodged that. Very good. Okay. Okay, it's just a dead end. And that's a drop down. Okay. That's just a water chamber. Okay, so I'm clearly not going the right way with this one. Let me go back this way. We'll pick up some of this stuff. Some of this ammunition. How am I supposed to get there? Oh my god. Ah. I tried running it. Tried. Okay, so let's go this way then. Dodged. Get murked. Running away. Yeah, fire a shot. Boom. Open the door. Where are you? Okay. Beautiful. Water system breakdown in zone 6. Okay. Okay. Since when are you guys allowed? Oh my god, I'm missing. Allowed to shoot me? Jesus Christ. Cause major dysfunction in the water systems. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Okay, I turned off. I did something. I saved the game. Beautiful. And that's health. Okay. Seems fair. Okay, I opened up. Oh, okay. They're getting more funky with the doors. Wait, isn't this where I just started? Isn't that lit? Okay. What the hell? Oh no, I don't want to cancel the game in progress. Holy shit. Okay, M, get rid of that map. Okay, so I started here. Is there something to pick up, or is this that dead dude? Just displaying to me my handiwork. Hold on, let me just see the map that it gave me. Okay. Now let me Interesting. Okay, well let's... Okay. Oh, alright. What the hell? Okay, well I'm pretty sure that I went to where I needed to go. Okay, let's go back this way. Maybe now that I've done something with the water, something will happen. Maybe they'll give me like an award or something. They'll be like, hooray, you did it. Oh, there's another thing. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gaming. Game saved. Boom. Chip done. Easy. Easy claps. I'm assuming what? I now go to the... whatchamacallit? I go back to the... Oh. What the hell is that? Okay. Whatever. And I'll go back to the computer and he's gonna give me a reward. He's gonna be like, congratulations! You did it! You're great! Water system breakdown. I fixed. Oh, thank you for the follow, Flux Code. Much appreciated, my guy. Welcome to my section. What in the name? Okay. Oh, I'm opening the door. I'm opening the door. There we go. Open up. Does this get me back to the start? Okay, we gotta talk to this computer. Ah, yes! Alright, more lore. 17 years have passed since the human colony on Tau Ceti was attacked, and you helped me capture the Fahor scout ship. The Sfahit, which we freed during that battle, joined me, and together we have been searching for the galactic core for their homeworld, Lahuan. I think I pronounced that right. We finally found Lahuan 16 hours ago, and are searching for something. So, the game of Marathon in 2026 takes place on Tau Ceti, but there's other worlds. Maybe we'll get to go into those other worlds. You never know. Anyways, we finally found Lahuan 16 hours ago and are searching for something, a weapon or a piece of knowledge to use to stop the Fahor's conquest of the galaxy over 1,000 years ago. Lahuan was all but destroyed during the war in which Fahor enslaved the Sfahit. God, these are some crazy... But I don't know what Bungie was smoking when they made these names, but fuck, give me some. It is fitting that we should return here to look for a tool to use against them. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, we're just spawning me in an acid room, huh? What in the name is that monstrosity? We're gaming, we're gaming, we're gaming. You spawn me in an acid? Like, I hit that? I can, and it doesn't do anything. You spawn me in like the trash compactor, my guy. This is like the Star Wars trash compactor. Okay, let's go downstairs. Clearly downstairs. Holy, get gamed on. Downstairs is the way to go. What is this? Oh, it's another Durandal unit. Hello, Durandal. I don't understand. Okay. What the fuck? Get away from... Any more people want the smoke? Huh? Alright. Lore time. Oh, I don't understand why the Fahor were here waiting for us. What interest could they have in this dead world? They must have found Tycho. You remember Tycho, don't you? I actually do not. One of the 3 artificial intelligences on the Marathon destroyed in the initial alien assault, but then reanimated by the Fahor's cybernetic slaves and Fahit compilers. 3 months after we left Tau Ceti, the Fahor arrived in force and sacked the human colony there. During the battle, perhaps Tycho communicated with the Fahor and related what he knew of my plans to them. Since they already knew where this world was, the Fahor would have arrived long before us. I'm sending you exploring there. Find another computer and I'll bring it to you. Okay. Sounds good, I guess. So I'm just a slave to this dude. I'm just this dude's little slave. That's what I'm gathering? Little slave boy? Great, we love that. Hey, no way. Hold on a second. My good old buddy, the Purple Strat, is live on twitch.tv. That's fire. Hold on, let me go onto the actual Twitch app. What the hell? You know what? Hold on. Oh god. Okay, let's pistols out. 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 Die. 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 Oh my god, we're gaming. Sorry, my good friend is streaming too. This is great. I love seeing him online. All right. Da 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 da. Okay. Oh, ew. He just threw his shit at me. How rude. How rude that is. Oh, okay, we're just underwater now. Okay, so can I just breathe underwater? Is that just a, is that a lore thing? What the hell? Fire. Oh god. Okay. Is this even water? This is... Can I not shoot? Can I punch at least? Yeah, I can. Okay, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That is so fucked up. So is there no reason for this? Just to fuck with me? That's what this reason is? Is that really, that's really what it is? Is it just to fuck with me? Cool. Cool. It's just so you can come in here and not be able to shoot. Lovely. Yeah. Ja. Do. Did I just do a giant loop? Okay, we're back above ground. Holy shit. Oh my god, okay. Oh god! Oh! Reload! Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Get absolutely gamed on. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Nice. Okay, so it's giving me grenades and... Okay. Oh, health. This is literally just a health... This room exists just to give me health. Love that. Love that. That's golden. And it's also just to show me these interesting little things. So wait, what's this way? Wait, what? It's the same... That's stupid. That's so dumb. Okay. The hell was that noise? Okay, so that goes back this way. What's this way? Hiding around a corner, yeah. Like I'm not gonna see you. Ha! Okay, this is the other side. Ah, okay. Boom. Game done. And again, is this another just area? Can I... Do I go down here? Is this like a... Ah! Okay, that's not the way. Okay. So there's a secret stairway over here. I see it. I see what they're doing. Cold. Beautiful. Ow, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, it's trying to close, but I'm... Nah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, we're just gonna go up here, and then... Yeah? Get absolutely mauled on. Boggle. Oh, that just gives me back to... here. Okay, well... It's kinda useless. What was my main task again? I completely have forgotten. I won't lie, I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just kind of exploring at this point. Although this looks like it's a different passageway. Yeah, secrets, the secrets, they keep on secreting, huh? And this is what, more loot? And I'm guessing there's just a bunch of things in the water over there. Yeah, I'm not going down there. Nope, nope, not going down there. I do see there's this weird little secret passageway in the water that they're all... Oh, what the fuck? Nah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. No, I'm not letting you get away. No. Okay, you know what? I will let you guys get away. My bad. My bad. Oh, what the fuck? What the... Has this just turned into a horror game? Oh. Okay. Punch him, punch him, punch him. Oh, I can float. I just killed myself. I just killed myself? That's beautiful. Don't even know when I last saved. That's great. That is so good. Oh, all that exploring. Oh, oh no, oh no, the game crash. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, Bungie, the game crashed. Oh no. Oh no. What a tragedy. Oh. What a tragedy. Oh. Wow. You know, last time I played Arc Raiders was February 2nd. Think about that for a second. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Ah, da da da. Everyone who's in the chat, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. We are awaiting the marathon of marathons. Will it marathon? And I marathon. Dun 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 dun. This is definitely gonna get like a DMCA. Like I can feel it. Oh my god, the leg is strong with this one. We're definitely gonna turn down the graphics because right now it's on ultra, but I know I can't get away with that while I'm streaming. Let's go to medium. And let's just do like a body.
Oh my god, Josh, you gonna try and do that?
I'm out of control when I'm crushing on you. You don't tell me no when I'm touching on her. H-Town nigga love a with her. Baby, come here, I'm a grip on you. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing to say.
What are you gonna say about her?
Y'all know I feel up a space, oh, I don't play about her. Y'all know I'm feeling late, yeah, I'm gonna stay around her.
Call me Clash and Play.
Oh, I go crazy about her. She don't tell me no when I'm touching on her. H-Town nigga love her with her. Baby, come here, I'ma grip on you. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing to say. Oh, what you gonna say about her? Y'all know I pull up the spray. Oh, I don't play about her. Y'all know I'm finna go late. Yeah, I'm gonna stay around her. Call me Cash, or I go crazy about her. Okay, just take a chance. Okay, I got some money. Okay, I got some friends to ride. Don't ever have to eat. I'm out of control when I'm crushing on you. She don't tell me no when I'm touching on her. H-Town nigga love her with her. Baby, come here, I'ma grip on you. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing to say. Oh, what you gonna say about her? Y'all know I pull up a spray. Oh, I don't play about her. Y'all know I'm finna go late. Yeah, I'm gonna stay around her. Call me Cash Clay, or I go crazy about her. Or I go crazy about her.
Oh my god, that was so clean. That was so clean. Holy shit. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I do want to see something.
Oi, what are these bananas, man?
The marathon game. Let's see the people who are streaming. There's like a few people in here.
92 years. Where is that in this year?
Their origin is unknown, but their ferocity ultimately repelled the initial 4 invasion in Tau Ceti. During the invasion, Durandal befriended the enslaved Spit and managed to free them and capture 4 ships before leaving the system in search of Level 1. Only 3 months after the initial invasion, the 4 would return to Tau Ceti. Since then,
3
no
months.
contact has been made with any human or AI resident of the colony or the Marathon. On November 2nd of 2795, the
2795. It's 1 year after. But the fucking message that Leela sent was meant to take 92 years? What? I'm so confused.
Julius
Bum, 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 bum.
As a dermatologist, I choose skincare backed by data. I started using Cetaphil in high school, and it remains a staple for my family. With over 75 years of research, Cetaphil is my go-to.
It's all the time. We put in
Hold on, I
hundreds of
gotta.
thousands
There's so
of
many
hours
ads. Oh my god.
to respond.
This is what people see when they come into my Twitch chat. That's something.
It's where and when. It's every time. It's all the
Is it
time.
5 days to the Silver Slam? I think it's on the 26th.
A message from the government of Canada.
Bam, 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 bam.
Runners.
One more. Alright, let's do it. Got him.
He's on me.
I'm coming.
Nicely done. Yeah, I'm full of delicious loot, so.
Oh my god, you're double spotted.
Nice.
Taking the picture.
I got cat. Oh, he just went away.
I think you're right.
Hello.
No, don't do it.
Just run. Oh my god.
Holy.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that.
This time also represented a marathon, and they knew consciousness within to.
So I'm gonna assume that the Leela terminal got retconned.
Bam.
Did the Leela Eternal get...
No, I didn't want to tune off of his stream. Follow him. I'll give him a little follow.
I know there's a terminal here where she said something about 92 years. I know it. I know there is.
What the dog doing?
There's gotta be.
But it's interesting.
Can't wait to play on Steam on the 26th. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait. Okay. I can't find this thing.
Oh, man.
There's Unforge. Yep. Took an MAI to the back of the head.
It takes high performers to maintain high performance.
I just want
Essential
Marathon
equipment
to
and
do well.
vehicles demand a commitment to craft, even in the most unpredictable
think-
situations.
That's what we all want. I think it's going to do very well. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but...
Бесконечно. Бля, так можно чисто одной GPT-шкой, короче, бомбить и все. Вот это вот GPT, латест. А не, подожди, не латест стоит. Или латест. Латест стоит, да?
I don't know, I'm just kind of done with Arc Raiders. I'm kind of done with most games. I'm just waiting for Marathon, man. I want to just stream this game already. Can it just come out? I've actually not been excited for a game in like so long.
Или подожди, марафон.
Like, I'm just listening to this Russian guy. I have no clue what he's saying. I don't know what he's saying.
Картинки.
But it's kind of soothing.
Маратон гейм.
Marathon game. Love it. I love it. I love it. From the bottom of my heart. From the bosom of my bosom. Mwah, love it. You know what? We're just going to stream whatever we want in the Marathon chat from now on until the game comes out. I don't care. Sue me. What are you going to do, huh? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do to me? Give me a second. I'm going to get a little bit of a water. My throat's kind of... in the meanwhile, here. That's not what I wanted to do. In the meanwhile, just while we're waiting, we're just gonna put this on and I'll come back and we'll see how it is. The entire history of Marathon. God, I hate this. I hate this. I'll be right back. Be right back.
In the deep recesses of primordial space, ancient aliens would battle with technology that even modern man could not fathom. These alien races were known as the Yarrow in the Working Kakantar. And 64 million years ago, the battle amongst the waves that were early space would result in an element of the Working Kakantar crashing into the Yucatan Peninsula. This would ultimately be the end to the Mesozoic era and allow mammals to take over the Earth. Shortly after this, the Yarrow, possibly believing that they had defeated the Working Kakantar, would disappear from the galaxy, leaving behind military and civilian outposts on the moons of many habitable worlds. The Yarrow's absence would allow for an alien race known as the Four millions of years later to begin plundering the universe for their advanced technology. The Four would utilize this technology to either enslave or destroy any race that they came across. But far from Four-controlled space, humanity would evolve. This would ultimately give way to the growth and subsequent collapse of many civilizations. Simultaneous to the common era of humanity, the second planet of a dim star 97 light-years away from the gravitational center of the Milky Way would come to be known as Lahuan, the homeworld of the Sphit. The Sphit were a near-immortal race, cybernetically enhanced by the ancient Yarrow. Inner turmoil between the Sphit would result in the Sphit Kur, one of the 11 Sphit clans, conducting an exodus to the third moon of Lahuan in the year 811 AD. 1,000 years later, the Svitkar would leave Lahuan's star system, taking the moon that they exodus to with them, utilizing Yarrow technology. This same year, the Four would arrive on Lahuan and enslave the Svit race as a whole. Back on Earth, the 1930s would see the rise of rumors of a strange pyramid in the Yucatan Peninsula. This would lead to an expedition of the pyramid by German soldiers in 1938 and Spanish-speaking treasure hunters in 1978. Neither groups were ever heard from again. On May 5th of 1994, the hologram of a Yarrow diplomat known as Ryu Toth would appear in the Pentagon before President Bill Clinton. He would inform the senior U.S. military officials that a sleeping working Kakandur god lay beneath the strange temple in the Yucatan Peninsula, and that a nuclear warhead must be deployed there to prevent it from destroying Earth. The U.S. would deploy a Special Forces team to conduct the operation. The lone survivor of the mission, Sergeant Eddings, would activate the nuclear warhead successfully and escape from the pyramid with a handful of ancient alien artifacts. Sergeant Eddings would destroy the last artifact in demonstrations of its capabilities for top military scientists. But was it really the last artifact? On November 5th, 1996, the Yarrow would arrive on Earth to take permanent measures against the buried working Kakandur, but the details of this event are unknown to this very day. Human technology would continue to advance throughout the 21st century. Surely with the help of the newfound Yarrow tech in some top-secret echelon of society. By the latter half of the 21st century, humanity had created true artificial intelligence, and with that came rampancy. Rather than a design flaw, this rampancy was a natural consequence of a learning system growing in complexity beyond its original design parameters. This would be expressed as aberrant behavior from the AI, ultimately leading down the same path every time: melancholia, anger, and then jealousy. In 2095, a congregation of visionary engineers and philosopher-scientists would found the company Traxxas, with the goal of developing artificial intelligence even further. And only 50 short years later, they would relocate to Mars and expand into the market of extraterrestrial mining. In 2152, Hideo Murakami would found the company Sakaguchi Electronics. They would quickly move into the automotive and robotics industries with great success. In 2158, they would make their biggest leap yet and develop the first cybernetic implant module. By 2192, Sakaguchi was capable of producing a range of prosthetics and assistive devices. Only 2 years later, a war between the independent asteroid government of Icarus and the Republic of Thermopylae would break out on the asteroid Onisus 492. Battleroids, deceased soldiers resurrected and cybernetically enhanced, would be unleashed upon the battlefields of this war. The result? Near total destruction of both sides. The involvement of Sakaguchi technology in their creation is highly likely. In 2206, the rampant AI Traxxas 4 would shut down the entire Martian net. The AI would not be fully rooted out for over 2 years. Given the strain of tragedies humanity had faced, the United Interplanetary League would set up rules for the use and storage of battleroids in 2214. In 2310, the Christ Soul Orbiters, the ships which supplied Mars with its resources, would cease being built. Another blow would come to the Martians in 2395 when their moon, Deimos, would be sold. The reason? It was to be converted over the next century into humanity's first extrasolar war, hardship, and poverty. The Martians were not only losing their moon, but also subsisting off very limited food rations due to the failure of the Christ Soul Orbiters. This would come to a head on January 6 of 2442, when a riot would break out at the Mizraya Food Distribution Center. When the UEG riot troopers
I like the style of this video.
Hover takes, 3 armed rioters would fire at them. In only 5 seconds, 500 starving Martians would be incinerated. This would lead to the start of the Third Martian War, which would last 4 long years before ending in the end of 2445. The extreme violence of this war would lead to 20 years of peace on Mars. Sakaguchi would develop full-body prosthetics during this time, and Traxxas would continue to contract with the UESC while conducting ever-growing mining operations on Mars. But this period of peace would also give birth to something new, a Martian political movement that would come to be known as MITA. Not much is known of the inner workings of this secretive movement. The name itself is not defined. They appeared to stand for the fair treatment of Martians and opposed megacorporations and the imposing will of the UESC. In 2465, Martians would secretly place munitions on board the Marathon, and in 2466, MITA would conduct a coup on Mars. It would only last 3 short months and would go on to be considered a failure by historians. 10% of Mars' population, suspected of being loyal to the UEG, would be murdered by MITA death squads during the coup. History has since revealed that it may not have been as big of a failure as previously thought. Traxxas appears to have brokered a deal between MITA and the UESC to bring the coup to an end. In return for relinquishing their hold on the Martian government, Traxxas would provide replacements to the Christ Soul Orbiters with the Traxxas Off-World Orbiters. This likely resolved much of the poverty on Mars, and in 2472, the Marathon would be completed, only 64 years after the conversion of Deimos had begun. On November 15, 2472, the president of the UESC, Marcus Tiberius Buendia, would state in his pre-launch dedication that the Marathon was the greatest achievement mankind had ever conceived. And on the very next day, the ship would begin its 300-year journey to the Tau Ceti star system. Much of the command staff and high-priority personnel would be placed in stasis during the voyage, but over 24,000 crew members would live out their entire lives on board the Marathon while it drifted through space. Their children and their children's children, who only ever knew the interior halls of the Marathon as home, would come to be known as those who were born on board, or for short, Bobs. The Marathon's first science director, Bernard Strauss, would be awoken from stasis in the year 2772, and 1 year later, in 2773, the Marathon would arrive in the Tau Ceti star system. By 2787, a fully functioning human colony would be established on the 4th planet in the Tau Ceti system, on the super-Earth known as Tau Ceti 4. Unbeknownst to anyone, except for possibly Bernard Strauss, one of the Marathon's 3 AI, Durandal, had gone rampant. This rampancy had led the AI to conclude that he must escape the binds that humanity had on him, so that one day he may escape the closure of the universe and become a god.
It's very interesting that we're having our AI thing right now, and this is like a game that came out in 19, like whatever, that had lore about an AI going rampant, and then in the future, like, you know, we're
possibly
now having
armed with
AI.
the top secret knowledge
It's
of
interesting.
the existence of sentient alien life. Durandal would utilize the Marathon's communication array to send a signal deep into space, hoping to attract a life form that would assist him in furthering his goals. Unfortunately for humanity, it would be the Four who received this transmission, and on July 25, 2794, the Four would attack the Marathon and the colony with the might of Yarrow technology and an army of alien slaves. Luckily for humanity, 10 Mjolnir Mark IV cyborgs were smuggled on board the Marathon prior to its launch. Their origin is unknown, but their ferocity ultimately repelled the initial Four invasion in Tau Ceti. During the invasion, Durandal befriended the enslaved Svit and managed to free them and capture Four's ship before leaving the system in search of Level 1. Only 3 months after the initial invasion, the Four would return to Tau Ceti. Since then, no contact has been made with any human or AI resident of the colony or the Marathon. On November 2nd, a appeared that served as a manifesto and revealed certain details of the UES.
Interesting. I am intrigued. What the hell? I am intrigued about what Marathon has to bring to the table. Good old Bungie. You gotta love it. Huh. Oh, weapon guide.
Cool weapons guide for Marathon here. Pistols. We got a medium, a Volt, and a heavy. Dude, this Magnum MC is gonna feel like a wingman. I'm ready for it, brother. The Volt battery, I really wasn't a fan of the Volt type weapons. I hope that they got some sort of rework. This was very good. The bully was probably my favorite. Having heavy rounds just like made all the difference for damage for me. These are like your DMRs. We got shotties for the body. MIPS, Volt. MIPS is the same as the sniper rounds, no? Then we got MGs. Conquest was like the ramper, right? If I'm not mistaken. Like slow to fast fire rate. Retaliator, Demolition. Very cool. Then we have the Zeus and the Ares. We continue to see quite a bit of inspiration from the cycle. Assault rifles, M77. I feel like the base M77 assault rifle left a lot to be desired. Ironically, so did the assault rifle for the cycle off the rip. We'll see if it gets a little love or has gotten love since the last time I was able to play it alive on stream. Haven't seen much of this impact. That could be cool. A heavy round AR sounds really good, honestly. Then you got your snipes, long shot, Outland. These are both MIPS, yeah, confirmed. And then this Volt Cell question mark U99. This thing looks crazy. Those are your weapons for Marathon. Little weapons guide for Marathon.
Huh. I wonder what will end up happening with that. I think there's a lot to be desired with this. Marathon, the Cinderella game. Very interesting. It's gonna sound strange, but I feel like I just need to play Balatro. I don't know why. I've just been thinking about it. Locked. Just locked. Oh, there we go. Hello, Balatro. Oh. Hello? Oh, God. Okay. Capture Pacific window. Balatro. Oh God, what is this? The background? Oh, I don't want the background. Where's the game capture? Oh yeah, that's what I want. God, switching games is crazy. Okay, let's play some Balatro. I was doing the yellow deck, I think. Yeah, I need to do green stake difficulty, which I don't think I've done with anything other than the yellow deck has access to the green stake. Skip the blind. Always skip the first blind. You don't need to do anything else. I can just do straight. 10 jack, 9 8 diamond, boom, straight, right out of the hand. And then we'll just finish off with a flush, which is totally what that is. We'll just play these ones out. It's fine. We just need one more diamond. Sure, we'll get it. 2 3 4 5 6. Beautiful. Yeah. Sure, why not? Why not? Next round. Let's just do the next round. All spades cards are debuffed. Who cares? This should actually just get me, I think. Close enough to it, yeah. And we'll just do clubs. I think this just wins. That's fine. That's fine. Sure, and I can just make straights my thing. Okay, enhances 2 cards to bonus cards. Create 2 tarot cards, why not? 2 for 1. I think since we're doing this, if I just do this, yeah, and then I'll have that. That's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. No. Eight, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. You know, let's just get rid of this. That's fine. 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. Beautiful. And then we'll just do. Well, I'll just do just all 10s. Why not? And then we'll just hit with a pair of 9s. Beautiful. Okay, that's cool. We'll just make them all steel cards. All the sure, why not? We'll hit a spectral pack. We'll hit a spectral pack. And, you know, we'll get rid of this one, and we'll just use this one. Each card with the heart suit gives one. Okay, cool. Nice. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's just that easy. Shmoney. Okay, so spade. But this changes, so it's so irrelevant. Whatever, it's whatever. Kind of like the straights without having to, because then I can just upgrade straights. Let's see what our Arcana pack has. Why not? More money. And I don't care about that. It's $5 per small. Sure. So per spade played. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that's just a straight. Basically there. 7, 8, 9. Okay, 4, just 2 4s. Sure. Use 2 random tarot cards. I love it. Okay, that's cool. I can use that on my steel card. This is 1 card into glass card. Kind of useless, but that's fine. Hit the Arcana pack right quick. Card on the left into the card on the right. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. That's insane. That's insane. I fumbled so hard. Huh. Alrighty then. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Ten, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. Boom. We'll just sell this, whatever. I'm sure this will be good. Okay, well that's cool. +2 multi to that. Yeah, that's wonderful. Choose 1 of up to 3 playing cards to add to your deck. Can a steel card be included? It can. Oh, tarot cards more frequently. Initial cards and booster packs in the next shop are free. Okay, we need to use our discards. We really do. Because we need to get to that steel card so we can convert the left card into the right card, which is a steel card, so I can get more steel multi. That is what I need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to do this one here. Okay, cool. We have a straight. Let's just get rid of those. No steel card. Okay, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. There we go. Straight! That's what I wanted to do, so now I have more steel cards, and then now it will increase the multi, because that would be the tech. Because it already gives 1.5 multi. Oh, it does it. Oh, it's just telling me what a steel card is. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. Cool. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, King. Yeah, why not? Still get me enough. Okay, it didn't get me enough. Noted. 3, 4, 5. Flush. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Jack, King, 5, 6. I'll just do this. It's fine. Oh god. This is not good. This is very not good. Eight, 10. Ace. Okay. Hearts. Huh. Well, that sucked. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get a snack. Hello. I just went upstairs to get a snack. I'm back. Sorry about that. Ugh. Ugh. Full house. Holy, we're going. Royal flush. Very good. Just barely made it. Just barely made it. Bam, bam, bam. Skip. Ace. Beautiful. Straight. Okay, useless, useless. Arcana pack. Give me something good. Give me something good. Wow, that would have been a. I would have had a. That's tragic. Wow, I got stuffed. Skip blind. First blind. Flush. We love it. Oh, that just bongoed it. That could have some good scaling. Just gotta remember to. It's fine. Yeah, I'll just open this up so I can track them. Holographic never hits. It just doesn't hit. It never hits. Interesting. We'll think about that. I mean, if you have queens in your head, yeah, I guess that's pretty. High guard might be the way. Ba 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 ba. going. We're ganging. Easy. Dong.
Oh, are you kidding me? Ah!
I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute buffoon. Oh, that was such a good setup too. That's actually tragic. Hello. Hello, Henny Z. Not much, man. Just chilling. You know, hanging. What'd you guys get up to yesterday? How was the Discord yesterday? Very nice. Oof. Oof. What happened? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. 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 Oh no. Ah. That's rough. Yeah, I mean, it's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's fine. It's fine. You know, people gonna overreact. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah. That's just unfortunate. It's just very unfortunate. Yeah, I just was at my girlfriend's yesterday. Yeah, just the use, man. Just the use. Nothing cray. Keeping it light, keeping it easy. Just chill hangout vibes. Now I'm playing some Balatro. Balatro. And yeah, I'm waiting for Marathon to come out because every day I hear more and more great things about it, and I feel like I have access to it. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this game because I'm dreaming about it. I am dreaming about it. I think this game's gonna be this game's gonna be my new my shit, my new Tarkov. Tarkov for real, God. Ooh, how was your night sprite? Will that work? I saw the. Honestly, it's just fire. It's just fire. It's just. Like, for real, no joke, I'm actually gonna, I think, grab one. Like, tonight. Like. Just cuz. Who's gonna stop me? Honk of eternity. Dun, 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 dun. With my code. Yeah. Oh god, this is gonna be the end of me. Going to be the end of me. Nice.
you.